have a guy like Courtside who came alive in that fourth quarter, you will always be in ball games.
I know we've said a lot during the broadcasts about Coach Eric Gonzalez, but you have first-hand experience with him. Mark, tell us about Coach Eric Gonzalez, who played, who obviously is from UST, but spent some time with FEU juniors and seniors.
To me, the two biggest, attributes of Coach Eric Gonzalez. Number one, his preparation is very, very good. He scouts teams well, very good as far as preparing playing against a Salle or whatever team. And secondly, master motivator. This guy is someone who talks well, can communicate, and can relate with the younger players in this league.
Very outspoken, Coach Eric Gonzalez. All right, let's go to the other side as we are still 0-0. Erin Torreon comes back for her Samson Courtside report. Go ahead, Erin.
You know what, guys? If there was one thing the Archers learned after losing against NU, it was to never take any player for granted. Embe was able to have his breakthrough game during their last matchup, which is why Coach Dino wants his boys to be on the lookout for every single player, including Embe and especially Hermosissima, as he will be looking to bounce back after the Archers only allowed him to score 6 points in their last meeting. Before the start of the game, Coach Dino reminded his boys that they're #1 in the standings for rebounds and points allowed. This kind of defense is something Coach is very happy about, but he wants to see his boys step up even more starting today against the Bulldogs. Lastly, the Archers were told that as long as they think as a team and not as individuals, they will come out with a victory. Boom and Mark?
Thank you very much for the Samson Courtside update. Well, just to mention Embe's numbers again, 21 points, 19 rebounds, 50% shooting that day.
And a lot of intimidation.
Yes.
We saw in that play, Maui Villanueva intimidated by the presence of Embe.
He had 2 blocks, but he changed and altered a lot of shots in that game as Joseph Terzo finally breaks the scoring spell here at the 8-minute mark of our first quarter. 3-0. This is Webb, that familiar curl, and again Embe denying, but Papot Paredes cleaning up.
And that's the way you should play if you're Papot Paredes. Embe will challenge every penetration to the basket. So a lot of offensive rebound opportunities could open up to Embe's man.
Actually, Paredes and Embe are 2 of the best shot blockers this season as Joshua Webb gets away with a sidestep.
And this is where LaSalle will do most of their damage in this game. Run off transitions. While Embe is not set on defense, they have to attack and score.
3-point shot brought to you by Mentos Rainbow, because it's better to know what's coming next. It's Joseph Terzo. 3 points for NU, 4 for LaSalle. It is Simon Atkins on Kokoy Hermosissima. And again, we are talking about the 2 worst turnover teams here in the league. The clear anti-dandruff shampoo high position stop of the game. LaSalle taking it and leading into a Cornetto fast break. Sarap ng fast break na yun. Para Selecta Cornetto, sarap ng 20. 7:13 to play. Let's now check in with Man Panganiban. Hopefully, she speaks French again. Go ahead, Man.
Yes, Boom. Well, if Erin said DLSU must not take the NU Bulldogs lightly or take them for granted, well, at the other side of the fence, NU, well, expects DLSU to come out very strong today. Coach Eric emphasized that they must not take the DLSU team lightly and they treat them with utmost respect. Well, focus on what we are capable of doing. Let's match or better yet surpass their intensity. And to do that, let us avoid turning the ball over too many times. Let's exude discipline when it comes to defense. And Atkins and Marata carry their team over the past few DLSU games. Let's make it a point to stop these 2 Archers. So Boom and Mark, I'm going to tell you what the boys said before setting foot on the court. Round 2, fight.
Thank you very much, Man Panganiban, for the Samson Courtside update. NU averages a shade under 22 turnovers a game. LaSalle, a little over 19. Maloran, great crossover move. Unable to finish. And it's tracked down by NU and a foul, I believe.
Offensive foul. On Joel Ponferrada. Excellent defense by Papot Paredes. He's challenging Maloran.
Yakisobrang move brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba. Nissin Yakisobrang sarap. Fortunately unable to finish. Now the former Letran standout, Kubutin, now in the ball game for National U. Villanueva, Webb, Baloran. You know, I've said this before. When you watch Baloran play defense, you will really be surprised at how he is able to keep with the best two guards of the league. He's guarded, you know, Paul Lee, Mike Silungan. He has great lateral movement on defense.
That's true. Great lateral movements. His anticipation is also good. Excellent timing also on the part of Baloran.
Last year, napansin lang yung opensa niya. And it's Terzo pitching of 3. Nothing there. Papat Paredes is coming away with his second rebound of the game. Here comes Webb again. Goes to the other side. Atkins out to Joseph from up top. Gets it to go.
Quick timeout here for Coach Eric Gonzalez. Very sloppy start to the game by NU. Only 3 points after 4 minutes.
Timeout brought to you by Samsung. Turn on tomorrow. At the Araneta Coliseum. This is what we were talking about back July 15. Embe with that breakout game.
Complete domination here by Embe. 21 points, 19 rebounds. In only, I believe this was his second game in the UAP. And NU pulling off this victory by 4 points.
Back to live action. And NU still with 3 points on a 3-point shot by Joseph Terzo. They are 1 out of 7 so far with 3 turnovers in the ball game. KFC Snack Box. Hardcore fan of the game. Vote for your school with 3 days of free KFC. Wow.
3 days?
3 days. Free KFC.
Maraming snack box yun.
7-3 is our score. Terzo and Stolentino. It is Atkins. And by the way, a badly looking right hand. I was looking at Simon Atkins' right hand, which he injured in the last game against Adamson. Buti na lang, hindi niya shooting hand yun, but it was really black.
And it's taped right now.
Yep.
So probably still not 100% here for Simon.
5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Villanueva, wild on that one. Embe saving it. Terzo still 1 out of 8 para sa NU. Seven points for Salle. They go to Baloran. UTN Andrada getting ready to come in. Cobantin denied underneath. And another turnover.
Excellent defense here by Maui Villanueva. Good timing, blocking the shot of Cobantin from behind.
Rexona men shot block. Rexona men unbeatable defense against Sweat. Yung sinasabi mo, Mark, from behind. Very clean. Papot also was in front of him just for insurance. Villanar comes in for National U.
So far, the interior defense of LaSalle in the first 5+ minutes of this game has been excellent. They're double teaming on Embe. Every time there's penetration, there's a quick help from either Maui Villanueva or Papot Paredes.
Among Vosotros already in the ball game for the DLSU Green Archers. Marata from up top. Left, I believe he's also nursing a high fever today. Talking about Joseph Marata, the gunslinger of De La Salle.
This is where LaSalle is dangerous when they put when they field in their bench players, the highest scoring bench in the league, with Vosotros leading the charge together with Marata and Yutian Andrada.
And they lead the break here on the other end. Vosotros stopping on a dime and letting Villanar fly by. The lead is 6 now, 9-3. They are number 1, as you mentioned. NU, ironically, is last in bench scoring.
Well, NU has a solid starting 5, but a pretty shallow bench.
Cobantin going to the other side. Nowhere to go. 4-on-2 on the other end. 5-on-2 now. LaSalle getting the bang of the bucket. And instant bench offense from Almon Vosotros. 4 straight points right away.
And when you force the turnovers, these LaSalle kids will run the break, and they run the break so well. Almon Vosotros, a scorer in his entire high school career, showing he can score quickly with 4 points off the bench.
Alaksan FR Arayco Galinco shot of the game. Alaksan FR Arayco Galinco, number 1 in fast breaks also, as you pointed out. Itong De La Salle Green Archers. Luis De La Paz also coming in. Now the bench for Coach Dindo Pumarin, as NU has committed 6 turnovers here as LaSalle opens up a 9-point lead, 12-3, 3:25 to play. And you know, the press again, with 15 seconds as a shot clock, swerte sila naipasok ni Kokoy doon. Pero other than delaying the offense, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Mark, part of the the intention of the press, not only to delay the offense, maybe force turnovers, but also to give the other team that sense of panic to shoot right away.
That's true. And also to quicken the pace of the game. If you're NU doesn't want to get into a run-and-gun games because they want to get the ball inside to Embe. If you're LaSalle, you want a fast-paced game, so you press a lot, you try to force turnovers, or quick attempts on the part of NU.
Ito, fast break na pinag-uusapan. Sarap ng fast break na yun. Parang Selecta Corneto, sarap ng 20. Jovet Mendoza, former NU Bullpup, is in the ballgame now for De La Salle with a 6-point lead. NU is 0 out of 7. Make that 0 out of 8 after that offensive foul. The only points that they have, obviously, are from Terzo and Hermosissima beyond the arc.
This is just excellent rotation on defense on the part of the De La Salle Green Archers, and that's why NU has only 6 points, both of them from 3-pointers. No points inside the paint so far for the Bulldogs.
Time out brought to you by Samsung. Turn on tomorrow. Back here at the Araneta Coliseum for a PS Bank maasahan assist to Kokoy Hermosissima. Sobrang bilis na. May prime rebate pa. PS Bank home loan. Hermosissima knocking down the second triple for NU. But it is DLSU piling the points up at 14 now to 6. That's
another LaSalle trademark. Coming off timeouts, usually they will get a good shot off. Excellent execution by De La Salle.
2-minute mark of our first quarter. Hermosissima draws the foul there, but it was on a pass, I believe. As we look at our Powerade hyper play of the quarter, get back on defense, push the ball at offense, step up your game with Powerade off the timeout. Quick 2 by Joseph Marata.
In that last play by Kokoy, there were 4 LaSalle Green Archers inside the paint when he made that penetration. If you're Hermosissima, you need to spot the open man. You need to give the ball up to Cobontin, who was wide open on the left wing.
So it's still 14-6 and another foul. Vosotros called for this foul, his first personal rather. Former San Sebastian Stag, as you mentioned, very well-known scorer in high school.
This was a super team in high school. Vosotros, you had RB Blingas, you had Yutian Andrada.
Hermosissima against De La Paz. Shakes De La Paz, goes out inside rather to Embe, who will go to the free throw line. Very risky pass, but it found Manuel Embe. Or John Embe, as they call him. Hardcourt Heartthrob, brought to you by Silverworks. Vote for your ultimate Hardcourt Heartthrob. Look for Silverworks Facebook now. Silverworks, wear it proud. Talking about the best rebounder from De La Salle University, Maui Villanueva. Speaking of rebounds, we are tied right now at 12 as we look at the Samsung Instant Replay. Samsung turn on tomorrow. It is a 14-6 count here so far as Embe connects on his first point. He missed 2 free throws earlier. Speaking of young kids, Mark, and you're talking about scorers and great teams. In this game, we will have Terzo, Marata, Tolentino. We also have Banal here, of course, from LaSalle. Apot Paredes, all part of the RP Under-18 team.
That's right.
2008.
R.R. Garcia also part of that team.
FIBA Asia tourney in Iran. As we look at this assist on our Samsung Instant Replay and a stoppage of play. Samsung turned on tomorrow, but sneaking in is Jovet Mendoza, who's playing so confidently this year, Mark.
This guy has improved tremendously from his rookie season last year, and he's now a very reliable contributor off the bench for LaSalle.
Oloran